In February of 2009, February 1st, we came out with the February issue of the Highgrove Happenings showing that there is going to be a giant warehouse at the corner of Palmerita and the Perris Valley Line track. This was almost 2 years ago. Then just about 2 months ago, in November of 2010, RCTC came out with another document, the Supplemental Environmental Assessment, and this is what it contained. It shows RCTC's plan of where they're going to put a Metrolink stop between Palmerita and Columbia on the Perris Valley Line. The only problem is this property is not available, and here's why. This photograph was taken on January the 3rd, 2011, showing that there's no place for a Metrolink stop at the corner of Palmerita and the Perris Valley Line track, because this building is 507,000 square feet, extends all the way to Columbia Avenue. So their schematic that they put out showing that they're going to build a station here that went out to all the libraries, Moreno Valley, Woodcrest, Perris, Riverside, Highgrove, all this information that went out to these libraries is incorrect unless they tear down this brand new building. This makes it even more attractive for a Metrolink stop at Highgrove, where there's 19 acres of vacant land between the two sets of railroad tracks. Today is Sunday, January the 9th, 2011. We're at Highgrove at milepost 7. And this is where we want a Metrolink stop. There are trains that go through here 7 days a week between San Bernardino and Riverside, and there's 19 acres of land right next to this track. Here comes a train now, a weekend train that's coming from San Bernardino going to Riverside, and these trains go through here 7 days a week. We just want them to stop. This train now is going to Riverside, and there are trains 7 days a week right through Highgrove, where they're right next to 19 acres of vacant land right next to the number 3 main line, the BNSF main line. And we're at milepost 7 at the BNSF main line, which is 7 miles south of San Bernardino. The Metrolink trains use this number 3 main line right next to this 19 acres. On this side would be an ideal location for a Highgrove Metrolink stop, because this is about the same location where the curve will start and go across the field and connect to the Perris Valley Line. The 19 acres is right here, and when we were filming before, the location was right over there. So this would be the curve on the west side, and this would be where the curve would go around, connect to the Perris Valley Line somewhere in this area. When these new warehouses were built on Citrus Street a few years ago, they used the dirt and made a landfill across and made a brand new road to connect the two arroyos, the two sides of the arroyos. So right here is the entrance of the south portion of this 19 acres. If you look in this direction, northward, that's the way it goes to San Bernardino. And as I said before, this track is already connected to the BNSF main line at Main Street, the county line. The crossing right there that we're looking at is Center Street, and it's only about a long block from Villa Street to Center Street, and Center Street is an exit from the 215 freeway, so it's about a half a mile to the freeway from this location, and we have access to the north part of the 19 acres from Villa Street. Trains coming from Riverside on the BNSF main line, like this one right here, would go in the same direction, and as they approach milepost 7, somewhere in this area, they would go around, the commuter trains would go around the curve on the vacant 19 acres and connect to the Perris Valley Line track on this side to go to Perris.